Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra, and welcome to my channel from Black to Legacy. Everybody knows I hate doing the intro, but it's necessary just in case somebody's catching this on the replay or somebody's here for the first time. So, welcome to my channel from Black to Legacy. On this channel, we're all things money, investing, mindset, in particular, how to go from a scarcity mindset to a mindset of abundance. And I think mindset is probably one. It's the cornerstone of any kind of meaningful change. So I think that's why my mindset is such a big focus for us at From Black to Legacy. So yeah, if that sounds like something you're interested in, please stick around. Yes, I'm shy. Oh, can I do that? I've got my black in full effect. Sister trying the black from cracking for sure. So if I look a little misty and a little dewy, that's what it is. You know what it is. So I can't see. I'm gonna say I guess my reception will come back in somewhere. So if you've been on one of these walks with me before, basically anywhere in Southeast Asia, my signal is intermittent, and that's just putting it nicely, which means my signal is more than likely going to go in and out for whatever reason. Well, it's probably because we're in this very heavily wooded area at the foot of a mountain. And so the reception is pretty sketchy over here. But, you know, we do what we can. So if I go, guys, you know the drill. I got to be out here for a while. My goal is 10 miles a day. And in order to get 10 miles a day, for me, I got to remind myself. When I tell y'all, thank God nobody is out here. When I tell y'all it's quiet here, it's quiet. But trying to get in 10 miles a day, for me, that's about 3 hours of, if not more. So I have to get up early, can't sleep late. Got to get in that first AM walk. And I'm a little behind today. I should have been out here really, later than 7 because the temperature rises pretty quickly in Chiang Mai. So I'm not even sure what it is. But it feels like a balmy 82, 85. I don't know. That's cool for Chiang Mai, but it's warm to be walking, So I'm averaging about a mile, 20-minute mile, just walking. So to get 10 miles in, that's 3+ hours. So I'm doing an AM and a PM walk. So thank you for being my moral support. Who is that? Good evening. Hey, face to the sun. Hello. Yep. It's morning here for me. I'm sure it's evening for you. So good evening to you guys. But I'm going to say, it'll come back eventually. Since I'm just starting my walk, it's going to take me about an hour this morning. And I'm telling you, it is so interesting trying to cross these streets. You have to basically make your way across. But one thing I can say is that they're kinder on college campuses than they are in the city part. They're still kind, and people will stop for you. But if you're out in traffic and it's a bunch of cars, baby, it's like playing Frogger in the middle of the street. I'm sure if you haven't seen, somebody should Google or look on YouTube for how to cross the street in Southeast Asia, because every country is different. But I'm telling you, it's almost an art. You gotta throw your hand out, give them a stiff arm, first make eye contact, then look away. It's a whole strategy to getting across the street. Who is that? Hey, Rita. It's so nice to have some company on this walk. I figured today we would just chat. Sure, what y'all doing? You know what I'm doing. I'm out here sweating my buns off. Just trying to stay alive. And when I tell you, y'all, I am not whispering to be dramatic. Nobody is out here talking. What I do see a lot of, I see a lot of picture taking and some video, people making videos. But for the most part, these people are walking in silence. It is their time to meditate and get back to themselves. I get that. I ain't mad about that. But, shoot, if I had to do that all day, every day, I don't know if I could get 10 miles in. I need company. I need somebody to talk to when I'm walking 10 miles a day. I need to know that, shoot. First of all, I need somebody to be accountable to. What y'all don't know is y'all are my accountability partners. Because I sure didn't feel it this morning. You think I wanted to be up this morning? Nope. That sun don't fail. It never fails. It gets up on time and it shines hot and bright. So I didn't feel like it this morning, but I pushed through. Who's here? I just left a late dentist appointment and my monthly massage. Yes, to monthly massages. Hola, hola, Black women building wealth. Hey, y'all. Y'all know I have to squint to see. That's something else I need to do while I'm here too, is get an eye exam. So, in keeping with our why is living abroad, a great option is because things like that, out-of-pocket expenses, won't break the bank. So, while you're abroad, look into some medical tourism if you need something done. There are certain places that are known for, everything. You want a BBL? I should just nix that right there. But you know what I mean. Whatever you're looking for. You want some little touch up? There's a place for that. You want to get you some hair? There's a place for that. You want to go to the dentist? There's a place for that. You want to get you some new toes? There's a place for that. And it's a fraction of the cost of the U.S. Okay, y'all, that was hill number 1. That was our first incline. I didn't huff and puff as much today as I usually do. That's progress. Because usually that first hill takes me out. Okay, so let me tell y'all the status of this thing. I got 20% power left. I'm a terrible YouTuber. Okay, let's see, is there a question? Oh yeah, get all your medical stuff done there. Yes. Why pay more when you can pay less? That's one of the benefits of living abroad, is that you don't really run the risk. Like a medical setback in America could not just be a health scare or health setback. It could be a financial setback, and you don't have to really worry about that. In most places that I've been, yeah, Mexico, definitely known for medical tourism. Bali, Thailand, and I even heard Cambodia mentioned. I want to say for dentistry, but I wasn't there long enough to investigate that. But definitely one of the benefits, and saving money so that we can do what? Build wealth, is one of the ways to help you get there is to cut your medical expenses by living abroad. Y'all know I gotta give you this. God's handiwork. It's amazing. Yep. So yeah, that's it. Cut some expenses, y'all. Change your mind. Deal with your mindset. I know that's what I'm dealing with. It's keeping my mind right. Not getting distracted. Staying the course. The chat. Oh yeah, somebody said in Turkey for the men's hair plugs. Yes. Turkey comes up a lot. Mexico, Vietnam, Thailand. Trying to think, and someplace else. But you can check into medical tourism. Yes, that's a way to save. But what are some of the things that we sacrifice that are different in other places? Y'all, free water flowing from the tap. I think that's something we take for granted. Drinkable, potable water is not a thing. You don't make any assumptions that when you land in a place, or you shouldn't, that you'll have water coming from a tap. That's interesting. That was interesting to me. Um, Indoor plumbing looks different in different places. Y'all, I saw my first squat toilets. I was like, yeah, man, you are not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. What else? Internet. We take for granted our infrastructure, and it's not always in place in places like this. Like my building isn't wired for fiber optics. So that's one reason why my internet is so trashy. Because I don't know what the alternative to fiber optics is, because in the States I always have the fastest internet. So that's a sacrifice. Then you can't deny that you sacrifice some family gatherings. The longer you're out, like you may miss a wedding, you might miss a funeral. I've missed both weddings and funerals. And you know, that's a cost. It's a consideration, I should say. It's something to be aware of. It wasn't something that I really thought about before. I mean, I just never thought about it. But in place of that, and not in place of that, that's not the right term. But what I gained too was I was able to attend a funeral here in a totally different culture that made so much sense to me. When I saw it, I told you about the funeral in Bali where they burn everything. People bring offerings, they burn it all. And it is it was so poignant and so perfect for the moment that I was going through. It was like, let all that stuff go, because eventually in the end, you don't get to take it with you. That was, that was such a timely message for me in Bali. It's just letting go of stuff. So, yeah, there are many pros. For me, the pros outweigh the cons, but being away from family and missing big events would definitely be considered a car's coming, a con for me. Let's see, what are some other cons? If your brain, I'm gonna tell you something. It's a double-edged sword, because your brain is always working. Especially if you do it solo, because you're making arrangements. Trust me, you will stay sharp. You'll keep your brain engaged because you're constantly planning and moving and orchestrating and coordinating things. So that could be, for some people, a con. Frankly, for me, it probably falls more in the con section, because I am not just sitting on rooftops and sitting in pools all day. Some of those days I'm stuck in front of my computer trying to figure out why this airline won't take my credit card. And, there are plenty of days like that. So, but by the same token, why is it a pro? Because I get to pick where I go. No, but I can't blame anybody. I pick my accommodations. I pick everything. I pick my seat on the plane. So I'm really orchestrating the experience that I want from start to finish. And I like that part. So I'll trade that off for being tired. Y'all know what time of the program this is. I'm going up that hill. But I made it to the top without complaining. Every day I get a little stronger. Oh, Jesus. I wish you could see the incline. I don't know if y'all can get the feel of that incline, but you on a steep incline when you feel it in your muscles. in your, Man, it's a good one though. That's a good workout. And now I get ready for the down part. Yeah, it's a tiny road. It's a shared road. I better get over on this side. Okay, so y'all, I made it up the incline. You hear me huffing and puffing? Now you all get to see what be going on behind the scenes. It ain't sexy, but it will be. Bam. Hold tight. Give me. I don't even need 6 months. The key for me is moving my bottom every day, getting that 10 miles in every day, and changing my diet. It's really that simple. And staying hydrated. If I could stay consistent. Oh, consistency is something I have to work on. That's my issue, consistency. Okay, did you get your 10K steps? Yes. Yesterday, I got in 9 miles, a little over 9 miles. You know, my goal was 10 miles and 10 flights every day. I just discovered, you all, I'm on the 5th floor. So I thought, okay, I'll just do 2, come up my stairs twice a day and get my 10 flights. Not so fast, Missy. From the bottom to my floor is only 3 flights. So I'd have to do it 4 times, you might as well say. I'd have to do it 4 times. Come up to my floor, walk up. So I can see doing it twice. We'll see. I'll be working on how to get 10 flights in. But that's the goal. 10, it's a good baseline for me because the truth is, that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to press myself. Oh, look at me, falling apart. Y'all get to see the real. Jesus, keep me near the cross. That's how it's going down, y'all. It is hot out here. It's hot out here. If this visual gets any more jacked up, I may have to flip this camera around because I'm serving raw realness. Baby, but somebody got to do the work. I got to get it in. I feel blessed that at 58, I'll be 59 in February. I feel blessed, y'all, that I can lug my suitcases. I ain't gonna tell no story. That kind of stuff that keeps me going too. Knowing that I'm building capacity in myself. I can I can navigate this. Move out my way. Not that I don't want any help or need any help, because I want help and I need help. But there's something to knowing that you can walk. I can walk. Oh, what you mean, a trolley not coming? You think I'm gonna miss my flight because the trolley not coming? No, ma'am. Strap them bags on. I'm gonna walk through this airport. And Lord knows I've had to walk through some airports. So I feel good. 9 miles, 8 miles, 3 miles, 2 miles. It does not matter. I'm so grateful to God, y'all. I swear, we about to go to church. That I can move my body at 59, that I don't have to take any medications. I don't have that to consider, when moving abroad. That's the thing. Like, where would you get your medications if you move abroad? That's a consideration to lock down before you leave, So it's those little things. I don't know if people think about all of that. And how would you know? Until somebody does it and comes back and says, hey, don't forget to think about this, sister. Don't forget to consider that. And I hope it makes it easier for somebody coming. You want to do the same thing? Great, come on. But we want to give you some tips so you don't have it as hard. That's what helped. It helped me being a part of Exodus Summit. Connecting with other women who are doing what you want to do. Jesus, is a hot, sweaty mess. But it is what it is. Y'all get to see. Well, most of y'all saw me eating all the tacos and drinking all the cocktails. I documented that too. So I might as well document me taking it off. This is what happens when you wait 2 years to address all that travel weight. But you gotta do it. I have to do it. What kind of motivated me, to be perfectly honest, is when my mobility gets challenged. First of all, if my ankles, knees, or back get involved, you got my full undivided attention, because I'm not used to any kind of. Okay, I'm glad y'all back. I'm glad we back together. Oh my God, I'm rounding the bend, so I'm coming around, like finishing up that first, or go around the bridge, the river, the little reservoirs the first time around. And it's hot and it's too late. I should have been out here at 7 o'clock to beat this sun. So I am going to take this one lap. I don't even know what it is. I'll look at it. I'll show you all how many miles it is. And I think I'm heading back home. I think my energy would be better spent walking after 5. I had a great walk last night. I tried to share it, but I was in another neighborhood called Nimin, and the signal was even worse. So I tried to share Nimin, but I don't know. I don't know how long that video was last night, but we'll see. So I think tonight I'm gonna go back out. I can walk from my place to the little cutesy. It's kind of touristy, but I can go to that area. I think it's a 1 mile walk. So if I walk there and back, I get 2 miles, and then I try to walk around the mall there, and then I walk in the neighborhood. I try not to eat any of the delicious food because I tell you, there's, Chiang Mai, there's no shortage of delicious food. And baby, most of it's fried and on a stick. Oh my God, they are talking. They are speaking to my inner fat girl. You gonna do what? You gonna fry it and put it in some sauce. I'm sorry, y'all. You gonna put it, this is the truth. Somebody gotta tell the truth about travel. It is not always pretty. So, but the pros do outweigh the cons. For me anyway, the freedom, y'all, real time freedom, real location freedom, real money freedom, financial freedom. I'm not saying wealthy, because everybody in the world knows I'm trying to build, excuse me, I'm trying to build wealth. But the ability to move when you want to, wake up when you want to, decide every day, having that option, invaluable, invaluable, invaluable. And if you're trying to get to that, I don't know you, but I'm a student of the game. When Stephanie Perry and I were talking, I was taking copious notes. I was like, let me not miss any of this good, the good. And so I implemented to the T base residency because everybody was. It was the whole gag was you need to go, get residency or, it was a plus. And it is. But the fact is, I got mine in Mexico right out the gate, not having really bopped around, slow traveled around, because y'all know I'm not the bop around girl, I'll slow travel, but not having slow traveled around. And turns out, for real, Mexico is not the most cost effective. Southeast Asia is way more cost effective. So while Mexico is close, it fits the bill on some of the other ways, but it didn't fit my financial plan. Y'all, I could never quite work the deal in Mexico where I got an apartment that I felt like it was a value and I wasn't overpaid. I could never work the equation, or one that I loved being in and felt like, I always felt like I got the tourist rate. I don't know. That might be overstating it. But at any rate, I could never work out the equation in Mexico. It was very easy for me to work out the money equation here in Southeast Asia. Oh, I'm sweaty. Jesus. But y'all wait for the big reveal. So, yeah, Southeast Asia has much easier on my budget, which allows me to accelerate my financial plan. So that's what it's about for me, moving around and trying to find the right fit. So if I had to advise anybody, I would say don't automatically land in a place and start applying for residency. Maybe live there for 6 months. Check it out, Turns out Mexico City would have been a good place, but I wouldn't have been able to get anything there that I like what I have here for 300. Oh, it's a court for $325. So, with things that work for me, like being in close proximity to a park and food and that kind of stuff. So I would say figure that equation out first. See a few places, stay in a few places a few months, because now I apply for I have 4-year temporary residency, and I'm not there. I'll go back because I love Mexico, but I'm not there. I could have applied for it on the back end of my slow travel, if in fact that was the place that I finally decided. So I think if I had it to do over again, I would delay getting residency. I would. But there are other people who are so definitively sure that that's where they want to be. And if that's you, go for it. It wasn't me. I needed to do this. I needed to go see it all before I decided so I could see what works for me. Along the way, I've been able to figure out what kind of traveler I am. I've learned so much about myself, so you're constantly learning. And if you're like me, you guys know I'm almost 60 years old. I say it all the time because I think it's just a miracle. I think it's a blessing is what I really think. I just think it's a blessing to be able to, realize, I won't even say a dream, but just to put forth a desire and then see it happen. That manifesting is real. I'm telling you, if you open yourself up, if you believe, that's why we talk about mindset. Mindset is everything. Because while I didn't believe I was worthy, while I was struggling with worth, the universe is like, well, you can't handle what I'm trying to give you anyway. You don't even think you're worthy of it, so you're not going to know how to handle it. By the time I figured that out, I was like, well, wait. I think I'm worth it. I know I'm worth it. The world may have tried to tell me I wasn't, and I might have been distracted by the chatter, but deep down on the inside, oh no, I'm worth it. I know that. I don't have an issue with self-esteem. I don't have any issues with that. I may have issues with weeding out the chatter, depending on how you're brought up and what kind of environments you're exposed to. Some of that dirt can get on you. You know you're great, but if everybody around you is talking shit, talking about what you are and what you aren't, you can be influenced or distracted like I was. And so travel, again, another benefit is sometimes moving away, you get to silence all that crazy ass chatter. You get to put it all on pause so that you can reconnect to yourself. And that has been the greatest gift, is I get to surround myself now with people who know me. They're willing to get to know me. They're doing their personal work. I'm doing my personal work. And I swear to you, I have had so fewer issues interacting with women. Once I resolved all of my stuff, my internal stuff, when you work on your own stuff, it allows you to be vulnerable. At least that's what happened to me. It allows you to bond with people who are also at that same place, But I know something else that has happened for me too. When I'm in the presence of folks who are not healed like that, or not doing the work, it's like, ooh, Jesus, I be trying to do the moonwalk, because now it doesn't work. Girl, y'all know I got to focus on crossing this street. Now we are not in alignment. And so all that letting go, oh my God, traveling too has been a process of letting go. I'm talking about letting go of material things, letting go of people, letting go of expectations. Jesus. But on the other side, y'all, that's what I love. I'm telling you, it's total freedom. Sometimes I think about it and it takes my breath away. Because unless you're used to operating, y'all know, I really do be trying to keep it a buck. I hope I don't get in trouble. It must be the way mainstream America feel. It must be the way the clear people feel, to wake up every day knowing that you're free. I'm sure that's privilege. You all had to come all the way to another country to experience the privilege of being an American, because whether or not you want to believe it, another plus is that you got a blue passport, which is powerful. It opens many doors. Many countries are open to us because we have American passports. So I don't take that for granted either. But being able to operate in a country where they do not see me as a black, they see me as other and different. But first, they see me as an American. And to get the privilege that comes along with that, priceless, baby. Priceless. I don't take it for granted. I didn't make the rules, but that's the reality. So I have found that I have been treated better, and not even better, just being accepted, just being free to be myself in the world, you know, and not have somebody already thinking, you know, having this preconceived notion about who I am, my family, and the whole shebangity boodle. That's not to say that racism doesn't exist, because it does. And people, with the advent of the internet and music videos and TV and cable and all that stuff, people get to see those ends of us too. So, but I don't find that that's the prevailing thought. I think, you know, I don't find that that's the prevailing perception they have of us, but it certainly plays a factor. So, yes, that's a whole nother conversation. Yes, I simply turn and run. Yep, my 29-year-old son is applying for his passport tomorrow. Congratulations, Shauna. That's a win. Y'all see how it gets bigger? How it only takes one. It's such a ripple effect. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to Stephanie Perry, Rashida, Adelia. When I tell you, I think those women are doing God's work. They are literally doing God's work. Dr. Kamani, there are so many that are out here beating the drum. Alicia Renice is gonna hold our hand and sing to us and soothe us all the way through the journey. You know she's a gift and a blessing. I'm telling you. But being able to be surrounded by this caliber of woman, thank you, Jesus, is a prayer answer for me. It allows me to work out all my stuff too, because I find that women who are healing are gracious. You know, they recognize in the another woman, oh, she on a journey, she on a healing journey. I can see why she responded that way. So there's grace. I found a level of grace in this community that allows me to make mistakes and grow as a woman and nurture friendships. Thank you, Jesus. That's all anybody ever wants, is a chance. You know, a chance to have healthy, loving, supportive relationships. That's all. And live your dream and create wealth, because we are those, we them girls. I believe it. Oprah said you can have it all. You just can't have it all on the same day. I like that. That makes perfect sense to me. I think you can grow wealth. I think you can be healthy. I think you can be location free, independent. You could be financially independent. You could be time independent. You can. You want me to tell you how I know? Because I'm doing it. And who'd have thought it? Who'd have thunk? I say it all the time. Poor little black girl from the south side of Chicago. Who would have thunk it? That you would just have the audacity to even dream the dream. So y'all dream the damn dream. Dream it. You can't, what can happen? It don't happen? Dream the dream. Start moving your feet. Align yourself with women who are doing what you want to do. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable and ask for help. That was me. I have been in plenty of rooms where there were skilled women, and some that might have been healthy enough to want to share. Some not. But because I wasn't healthy enough to receive it, you know. But I love God, man. Won't he circle the block for the ones he loves? When I tell you he circled the block for me, woo, I felt that one, y'all. Y'all do know I will do a Holy Ghost dance, even in Thailand. When I got my first degree, this ain't no joke. I was at Illinois State University. Y'all know it don't get no clearer than that. It don't get no whiter than Illinois State University. I think there were 2 black girls. Isn't that so loud? Chiang Mai is a city, baby. It was 2 black girls in my graduating class. Baby, when they called my name, why did I shout in heels all the way across that stage? Them white people ain't never seen nothing like that. My mama was like, would you come on? I'm gonna give God all the glory. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He gets all the glory. Yes, I did. I shouted right up out them shoes. Took that little degree because nobody knows the sacrifices that you make. Only you know. Nobody knows the sacrifices I had to make. I'm trying to think that I shout with that second one. I don't think so. By that time, I was too tired to shout. I was just happy it was over. But yeah, travel has enriched my life. But I'm going to tell you, there are some challenges too. So if you're prepared for the challenges, you all know who y'all need to start watching. Kia reruns. Oh my gosh, she's starting a series about how to prepare yourself for, the life, to get out here. And I'm telling you, she got some good stuff in there. She and I talked. She giving you the real too about being physically fit. This ain't no joke. This ain't fun. This is not. I would say this: you give yourself the best chance to be successful. You give yourself the best chance to make the most out of your experience. You give yourself, the best chance at finding joy when you can control any part of your health that you can. That's what I'll say. If you can walk to prep. If you can, swim, lift weights, or get in the gym, whatever it is, do that. If you can't, then there are other ways. Because there are plenty of people out here who are traveling with challenges. That happens too. But if you don't have any of those, you don't want to pick any up. Which is why I got my tail up off the couch. Because it don't make no sense to just sit and eat yourself. And kill yourself with your own damn spoon. That don't make no sense. So I knew I needed to get my tail up. Who is that? Thank you, Black women build wealth. Yes, God is amazing. You know he is. And the fact that he blesses my little tail, y'all, I can't be nothing but grateful. I'm telling you, when I say, and I keep going back to it, when I tell y'all mindset is everything, and it starts with gratitude, girl, I'm so grateful. Even cause listen, Shay, mine not perfect. Walking back to my place, y'all, in Chicago, if I saw streets in this level of disarray, I would be like, what the hell? We're writing a letter to the mayor. But here, I don't see it. I do not see it. I don't see it. I see it and I don't. Because one, I'm a visitor. I'm taking in this experience for what it is. I try to report back what the experience is. I don't have to weigh in. It's not my place, So there's some freedom there. But it would totally annoy me if I saw this level of, some areas are very beautiful and well kept and well preserved. It's just like any city. And then there's some areas but there is a degree, just what I've seen in developing countries, period. There's this thing, if you don't have a lot of money in your budget, infrastructure kind of falls near the bottom. As long as you can walk on those sidewalks, it is what it is. Watch, so I can show y'all what I actually did today. Hold tight, I'm gonna flip it this way so y'all can see. I know what it is. Everything I got on is Join me Wednesday night, please. We would love to have you, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do 2 hours. We're paper trading this week. If you want to sign up for the class, you can sign up at www.fromlacktolegacy.com/study sessions. And I will send you an invitation to this week's study session. What else? If you need to schedule a one-on-one, if you do not have your Thinker Swim set up and you want a paper trade with us on Wednesday, which is, I don't know, what is it, tomorrow? You can still get an appointment today. I don't think I have anybody today if you want to. And it's a Calendly link somewhere in one of those videos. Or you can check on my YouTube channel, community page. So I'm out of here, y'all, because I do need to prep for Wednesday's class. And that's it. That's all. Bye, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. See y'all in study session. Bye.